Greetings. Now we will be discussing with respect to your phasor diagram. So here, in order to determine your voltage regulation, okay, it is necessary to understand the voltage drops within it. Okay. So before that, you have to know about this voltage regulation concept. So the voltage regulation is what you can say is defined as the no load voltage minus full load voltage by your no load voltage. Okay. So why we have to go for your voltage regulation? Okay, the output voltage of the transformer varies with load, right? This you already know. The output voltage, if you are giving us a 230 volt from your secondary means, if we are connecting more loads means this 230 volt gets varied. Okay, it gets varied. Even if your primary side voltage is constant. Okay, the primary even if it is 415 volt. Okay, so here it is a step down transformer. So value is step down. This is because real transformer has series impedance within it. It has a series impedance within it. So the full load regulation is a quantity that compares the output voltage at no load. Okay, so this is the definition with the output voltage at the full load. So you have to regulate the transformer. Okay, for that the definition is this is only the regulation. If it is up means it is voltage secondary no load minus voltage secondary full load by voltage secondary full load. Okay. So at the same time, if the regulation has to be brought down means here at the denominator you have to replace from your full load to your no load. Okay. So based upon for the ideal transformer, generally it will be 0%, but in the practical case it is not possible. Okay. So now we will be defining the voltage phasor diagram based upon the voltage regulation. Okay. So from this they will be asking problems. Okay, you just see through it, and this is a phasor diagram. Sorry, this is an equivalent circuit. This is an equivalent circuit. Okay, now they are converted this into your primary. It is a primary equivalent. So from your secondary, they have converted it with reference to your primary. Okay, here you can see this formula we have already seen. So now you have to ignore the excitation of the branch. Okay, more consideration is given to the R equivalent and RJ equivalent. Why in the sense means the voltage regulation mainly depend upon this series impedance. I have already said about series impedance. So this is the series impedance. The impedance is nothing but Z equivalent. So it is equal to R equivalent plus your JX equivalent. Okay. And moving on. So the voltage regulation depends on the magnitude of series impedance and the phase angle of the current flowing through the transformer. So this is a very important thing. Phase angle of the current. So whenever the phase angle comes into the play, what happens is that you have to consider your load. Consider your load. So based upon your load only, you can say that how much angle the current gets displaced by your voltage. Okay. Phasor diagrams will determine the effects of factors on voltage regulation. So why we are going for the phasor diagram representation here they are given. So this consists of current and voltage vectors. So this you already know. Assume that the reference phasor is secondary voltage Vs. So we are first considering your reference. So the reference what you are taking is your secondary voltage Vs. Okay, therefore the reference phasor will have 0 degrees in terms of angle. So based on the equivalent circuit, you have to apply your Kirchhoff's law. So you have to apply KVL over here. Okay, KVL over here you have to apply. If you are applying your KVL means Vp by K. So this voltage drop. So here, here it's a voltage rise. So this is an voltage rise. That is your input voltage. What you are giving, okay, equal to the voltage drop at your secondary. So this is a voltage drop plus this equivalent plus this equivalent. Okay, so that's what they are given. So this you can also write as Vs plus Is into Z equivalent. Okay. Now moving on, the phasor diagram based upon the load. Okay. So with lagging loads means I have already said it is nothing but your inductive load. So here you can clearly see that your current, okay, your current will be displaced by an angle of phi for your lagging load. Okay, here it is very clear that your Is is the backside of your voltage Vs. But in case of your unity power factor or resistive load, your voltage and your current are in phase. Okay, here there is no phase displacement. Okay, so here the phi theta will be 0. Next is what with respect to your leading power factor. Here your Is will be leading your Vs. So hence your Vs is higher than the referred Vp by K. So your voltage regulation for your capacitive load will be less than 0. But here as your VR will be greater than 0. Okay, for here also it will be greater than 0. Okay. So this is a phasor representation. You just see through it. So with respect to your phasor, your voltage regulation they have given. Okay. Next is your transformer efficiency. So efficiency you already know it is nothing but your output by your input power. Output power by your input power. So your input power will be having losses. Okay. So it's nothing but your input power is equal to output power plus your losses. Okay. So what are the kind of losses that it will be copper loss as I have discussed, I square R loss, then it will be hysteresis loss and your eddy current loss. So upon applying from the previous conditions, you will be getting the efficiency like this. Okay. So these are the losses, copper loss and core loss. So this core loss will be contributing to your hysteresis and eddy current loss. Okay. So this is what with respect to today's lecture. I think we can wind up with this.